Scissors, this would be number 6. Glue doesn't stick to it. You basically can wipe off any glue residue with just your finger, no nail needed. It's very comfortable as far as how it feels in your hand. It's not hard. It's actually pliable, so if you squeeze, the rubber bends. Making Memories corner chopper would be number 5. And a lot of times when these numbers are really close, it was hard for me to decide which one was more important. So don't take the really close numbers as being, you know, this is not necessarily better than this. So this particular thing I use very often. I love rounding corners on cards because I think it makes it look more professional. So if you look at, here's this rounded corner effect on this card. Use it almost every other card. So that's why it's really high on the list. And this is actually Stampin' Up's, because you can tell it's black when it's from Stampin' Up, but I think it's a partnership with Making Memories, the CropaDile. I love the CropaDile. Now I have customers that are scared of this tool. They're like, too complicated, too heavy, but I'm telling you, I could do an hour video just on how wonderful this tool is for punching holes, setting eyelets. I used to do my bookbinding with it, you know, for the holes with the rings, because what I love is that you can set the depth of your punch so that you can get every hole along the edge of your chipboard perfectly placed distance from the edge. And I find that only possible with the CropaDile. And I actually do have the big bite as well, which will go into the center of a 12 by 12 page. And I didn't bring it up here because it's so big, but I love them both equally, but this one I'll probably use more often because it's smaller and handy. Number 3 is the Cinch, and I think this is a relatively new product. I'm sorry that the way I have this camera mounted you can't see the whole thing, but if you make mini books or if you like to create journals and you want to put one together quickly, the Cinch is your tool. It truly is properly named. It's a cinch to use. Really easy for any size of hole punching. And it uses the same technology as the CropaDile. So they're beautifully rounded holes that are really easy to use. The Cuttlebug, which I didn't bring up here because you guys have all seen a Cuttlebug, so I just brought a sample. The Cuttlebug, I first fell in love with it because of embossing. Now the Cuttlebug does embossing and die cutting and all that, but I fell in love with it basically because of the ease of embossing. I could pull out my Cuttlebug. It's a nice size. It can be tucked almost in a drawer, and it sucks itself down, which is my favorite thing about the Cuttlebug. It sucks itself down so it doesn't move while you're cutting. While you're embossing or cutting. And so I've made quick and easy gift sets using my Cuttlebug. It's a diamond. It's wonderful. And I'm going to have number 1 as the Big Shot. And I'm not going to bring the Big Shot up here. You've seen it. I have it number 1 because of its versatility around die cutting. So it does the same amount of bossing and cutting as the Cuttlebug, but it has an extended ability to cut these really long dies, and I really love the Big Shot for die cutting. And I've made these products, these are my own product designs, using the Big Shot. So just taking different dies and cutting felt in this case. This is actually done with a punch, but I've done them really big with the Big Shot because I used a scallop circle, and I can make these newspaper flowers really big with the Big Shot. By the way, I didn't mention punches in this list, and it was really hard not to. I love punches. These are some embellishments for like a baby mini album or a baby card. These are just felt circles with something on top, and I made those. And then I made these, just making the little daisies and layering them with a little wooden button. So these embellishments were made by me using the Big Shot. So I'm really impressed with what you can do with the Big Shot. You can almost open a business with the Big Shot, you know, selling embellishments. And what's really cool about the things you can make with the Big Shot, you can even make your own stamps. If you die cut out foam sheets and then mount them, you can make your own stamps from your die. So those are my 15 things. Hope you enjoyed that. Play along too to support the idea. I think it's a wonderful one for us to share our ideas with each other. Thank you for coming. Bye-bye.